Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us to our first webinar of the year on Inauguration Day of all things, here for the US at least. Welcome to today's webinar presented by Marco on getting started with WooCommerce, build your own professional store with ease. So I personally am very excited about this webinar. I'm looking forward to learning more about WooCommerce today from Marco. Before we start the webinar, I just wanted to say a couple of words about GreenGeeks, as I always do, for those of you who are not familiar with us. So we're a 300% GreenGeeks green energy web hosting provider, which essentially means we put back 3 times the power we consume into the grid in the form of renewable energy. We have been recognized by the US EPA since 2009 as a green power partner, and we offer share hosting, reseller hosting, VPS, and dedicated server. So just a few notes. As always, please, if you have questions, place them in the Q&A. Marco will be answering them at the end of the presentation. And you're welcome to chat in the chat. Just remember to select the option of all panelists and attendees if you want everybody to see your comments. And as always, we're recording this, so we will be sending the recording to you in the next couple of days. I'm going to introduce the team. We have here today Erica Barbosa and Marco Berrocal. Hey, Erica, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. I am Erica Barbosa. I am from Costa Rica. I work in the partners team at GreenGeeks. I hope you enjoy this webinar. This is the first of the year, and learn about WordPress and WooCommerce with Marco today. And have fun.
Thank you. And then Marco is our speaker today. Marco, do you want to introduce yourself and maybe just start the webinar? Yes.
Hello, everybody. My name is Marco Berrocal. I am a WordPress developer, plugin and theme developer out of Costa Rica. I also work in the partner relations here at GreenGeeks. I'm very excited about today, first webinar of the year, and I sincerely hope you all have fun. Do remember, if you guys have topics you would like to suggest, please feel free to drop them in the chat box. You know, we're here to learn, and we are always on the lookout for new topics to discuss. So I sincerely hope everybody's back, like business back and on full throttle, despite you know, the circumstances. But well, here we are. This is our first webinar of the year, and I sincerely hope you guys like it. So I am going to share my screen, and let's get the ball rolling. Okay, so let me get Anna here, and let me put this here. So without further ado, today we are going to discuss getting started with WooCommerce, build your professional store with ease. The reason we decided to speak about WooCommerce is, well, I for one, I have been developing plugins and themes for almost 10 years in WordPress ecosystem. And last year, a friend of mine, a fellow WordCamp speaker and entrepreneur, and she's all over the place, we decided to work together on a WooCommerce project that they had for a client. So I boarded. I had never done WooCommerce in my life. Of course, I knew what it was, but I never, you know, dived deep into what WooCommerce was. I was a little scared initially because it's a different feel, it's a different thing, it's a whole different beast to tackle. But in the end, some things feel really familiar, and the experience was fantastic. I am really glad I have that you know, achievement unlocked of doing a custom theme that is WooCommerce ready, and that's why I decided to get a little bit more involved in the WooCommerce stuff. I'm also thinking about starting a community that is WooCommerce related here in Costa Rica. We're still, you know, working on the details to do that, but hopefully, you know, we get the ball rolling soon. So with that said, what are we going to learn today? Today, we're going to learn how to install WooCommerce using your GreenGeeks account Of course, if you don't have a GreenGeeks account, it's fine. There's different ways to do that, but we're going to assume that you're a GreenGeeks customer, and that's good. Right? So we're going to install WooCommerce as a plugin. We're going to know a little bit. No, we're not going to know a little bit. We're going to know extensively about what products are. We're going to discuss the products' properties, what each setting means when it comes to building your store and whatnot. We are going to also look at your store data. By this, I mean the analytics part of it, the business side of it. How am I doing sales-wise? What my star products are. WooCommerce is a really, really cool plugin that allows you to view everything there is about your store. And the last thing we're going to discuss is I'm going to give you some tips on how to make your store better, how to increase more traffic and how to, get ultimately more sales. Obviously, some of you, well, I don't know what the background is, but I'm sure some of you have considered selling stuff online, and it's a good way, it's a cheap way to get stuff going. So, I sincerely hope you guys enjoy it. So with that said, I'm going to discuss a little bit about what WordPress is. We've discussed this in previous webinars. WordPress is more than just a blogging platform. It's a full-featured content management system. As I've discussed in previous webinars, WordPress has custom post types, it has categories, and it has users. So if you think about all these things and you do like a little cocktail mix here and there, this is essentially what WooCommerce is. WooCommerce manages multiple custom post types. It manages its own categories and tags, and customers are just another role when it comes to users. So it really doesn't add anything new that WordPress already doesn't do, but it's good to understand that in the end, WooCommerce is basically a few custom post types with metadata, with categories and tags, backed by users that are ultimately your customers or are your salespeople and whatnot. So that's really, really what WooCommerce does in a nutshell. So WooCommerce as a plugin, why it's great. So first of all, what is WooCommerce? Well, WooCommerce is a plugin that basically turns your WordPress installation into a store. It allows you to sell pretty much anything you can think of, from physical products to downloadable products to virtual products, services, membership fees, anything you can think of that involves selling stuff or online. WooCommerce can do that out of the box. Well, mostly out of the box. So why is this plugin great? Well, it's great because it's very, very, very popular. It's, I would say it's one of the most popular plugins that WordPress has to offer. So popular that Automatic, which is the company behind WordPress.com, bought it for a couple of years ago. I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago, and they bought it for like $30 million. They initially started in 2008, I think, by a company called, I think it's Woo Themes, I'm not sure, but they started, it was a simple project. It was an open source project that they started, and it just started to get this snowball effect. And as the years roll, more and more stuff was added, and then Automatic decided to buy it and put it into their fold of products that they have available. So needless to say, it is the most popular e-commerce solution out there as far as WordPress is concerned. There are others out there, but bar none, WooCommerce is the most popular one. So that's one of the reasons why it's great. Another reason why it's great, it's because of its features. Like I said, out of the box, it allows you to set up your shipping. It allows you to set up your tax rates, your e-commerce stuff, your store, what type of store you're going to have. And, all of that stuff gets done behind the scenes. And it's just a fantastic thing to do. The third item, since I am covering a broad audience, it's very, very good for developers. I was really, really scared or nervous when I came in doing this project last year, because I am a WordPress developer, but I have never developed for WooCommerce. So I was really, really nervous about it. But needless to say, their API, the way the architecture of the plugin is made, it's a fantastic piece of software. It allows you to overwrite stuff. It allows you to add custom stuff, and it works with the same principle that WordPress functions. The whole event-driven data, which you can override using hooks and actions and filters, and you can override the theme, you can override functionality, you can do pretty much on your own as a developer. So it's a fantastic piece of software. It has its own it has its own CLI, a command line interface. It has everything. It has its own hooks, filters. It's really, really complete solution out there. So that's part of the reasons why I think it's also great. The fourth reason I think it's great, it's because of its add-ons. Like I said, out of the box, you could do something. You can sell stuff. You can go ahead and do it, but add-ons is what makes it really, really special. Add-ons is just another word for plugins. The reason, and I understand that, is they don't use the word plugin is because WooCommerce itself is a plugin. So add-ons are basically plugins for that plugin. So add-ons allow you to do more functionality with WooCommerce. Let's say you want to have a subscriber list, let's say for for customers who have ordered X item in the last years. Well, there's an add-on for that. Let's say you want to have an add-on for an e-commerce solution. There's an add-on for that. Shipping calculation, it's an add-on for that, and you guys get the gist of it. So there's tons of add-ons available. Developed, they're both free, and some of them are paid. This is the way Automatic makes money. They have a lot of add-ons available on their site, and it allows you to do pretty much anything you can think of, like for importing orders from one site to another, exporting them, everything you can think of. The fifth reason I think it's a great piece of software, it's because it's open source. It follows the same principle as WordPress. It's an open source project. It's you can edit, do whatever you want with it, and it follows that same principle. So it's a really fantastic feature. I think this is what pushes the web forward. Like I said, there's WooCommerce communities. It's not as popular as WordPress communities, of course, but it's getting there. So it's open source. And the sixth reason, it's free technically. Out of the box, you don't have to pay for it, but you do have to pay for some add-ons should you want to use for it. But it's free. This is also another reason when you compare it to other solutions out there like PrestaShop. PrestaShop, you have to buy like a maintenance package and whatnot, but this is free. So it's free. All you need to have is a hosting account that runs WordPress, and you are good to go. So the cost of having this is much lower than like a site such as PrestaShop. So that's why those are the 6 reasons. There's many more why I think it's great. So to get WooCommerce going, what are we going to need to get things going? First of all, we're going to need a hosting provider. We are going to assume all of you have GreenGeeks here. It's a fantastic option. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you guys a new way we have developed to install WooCommerce or to install WordPress straight out of your dashboard. I know in previous webinars we've done it using Subtaculous, but up until recently, like 2 days ago, we rolled out a new solution that allows you to install WordPress and WooCommerce straight out of the dashboard. So we're going to need that. We're going to need WordPress, of course. WooCommerce is a plugin, so WordPress is kind of required. Just the basic stuff. If you have a site with WordPress already installed, it's fine. It's okay. The third item we're going to need is an SSL certificate. Now it's really mandatory. I know we've discussed this in previous webinars about speed and security to have an SSL, but now we're definitely going to need it. The reason we're going to need it is because you are probably going to take payments using a credit card. People are going to check out using a credit card or something like PayPal or any other solution out there. So you are definitely going to need to encrypt your data. With GreenGeeks, this is something you can do for free. We offer that, and we also do that out of the box. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. The fourth item we are going to need is we're going to need a WordPress account. So a WordPress, by WordPress account, I mean a WordPress.com account. Everybody has like a username on WordPress. I don't know if you guys have gone to WordPress, to forums, or to community-driven stuff like blogs and stuff, to comment and stuff like that. You need a WordPress account to do that. So you're going to have to register and do that. The reason I say this is because it's two reasons. For Jetpack, which is an add-on that Automatic offers, it's a security and speed add-on for your WooCommerce store. You're going to need an account. And also for shipping and taxing, to calculate this stuff out of the box, you're going to need a WordPress account. And the second reason I say this is, should you go the route of having your own add-ons and you're going to buy them off the WooCommerce site, you're going to need a WordPress account as well. The fifth item, it's a little, I wouldn't say controversial, but it's optional. You're going to need some money. It's not going to be required. The reason I say this is because different needs, different straws for different folks. I think it's the same. So you may need something that it's not possible out of the box. Perhaps there's no add-on for that is for free, or it could be a freemium, like it only has limited functionality. So you're going to need to fork some money with this. So do take that into consideration. Like I said, out of the box, it functions properly, but some money might be required. So with that said, we're going to install WooCommerce from scratch. I am going to use my GreenGeeks account. I'm going to show you guys this new demo, the stuff that we rolled out. It's a very easy way for both customers and developers to install WordPress. Like, it's a few clicks here and there, and then bada bing, bada boom, and you are absolutely done. I know I've taught you guys the most difficult ways to install WordPress, using the command line or going to your SQL stuff. I mean, I am a geek, but that's part of the reasons why I also love GreenGeeks. We want to cater to pretty much everybody. We want to cater to developers, the geek stuff, the hardcore stuff, but we also want to cater to our customers who just want to do a wizard. They want to do a click, install, and you're good to go. So we're going to show that. I'm really proud of this because it's a lot of work behind the scenes, and I am absolutely happy to use it. I used it yesterday and today to set up the store. I was like, wow, this is really nice. When I started doing WordPress, that was part of the reasons why I chose my hosting provider, because it was just a one-click thing, and it was just click and forget. Some people love that, and I completely understand that. It's much, much faster. So I'm going to show you the tool right now. So first of all, I'm going to go back into my GreenGeek stuff. So greengeeks.com. I hope you guys can see this. Let me bump this up a little bit. So I'm going to go to login. And I'm already logged in, but now I'm logged out. And I'm going to choose this guy. I should hit the remember me button, right? So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go. And yeah, I don't pay for GreenGeeks because that's one of the benefits I get for working here. So disregard the red notice. Yeah, I don't pay. So when you are inside the dashboard, you go to hosting over here. And once you're hosting, you're going to select your hosting accounts. In this case, I have two. I have a reseller and I have my personal one. So I'm going to select my personal one, and I'm going to hit the manage button over here. So what this is going to do is it's going to load my account information that I have at GreenGeeks. And you're going to see this little cool tool called the Quick Launch Wizard. So you're going to start the wizard, and now you're going to select a few options. I'm going to explain to you what they are. So start new website is, as the name implies, you want to start from scratch. This is typically how it turns out when you signed up with us. So if you sign up with us, you're going to get redirected here. And most likely you want to start your new website, right? You want to get the ball rolling and do it as quickly as possible. The migrate website is an option. It's a feature. It's a perk that we have here at GreenGeeks. We have a team dedicated for that. What they do is they migrate all your stuff from your old site to your new site. So this wizard is going to allow you to migrate your existing websites from your old hosting provider to us. Okay. The starter site, let's build your website together. So this is a feature we have with my coworker, Rita. She's not available here, but she's not present at this webinar, but she works in the design team and with a few other designers. And basically what they do is they mock up a quick the site for you if you want to have something custom, if you don't want to go the with a theme template approach, which is this one. Or if you don't want to migrate stuff, you want to do something, but you don't want to select like a theme, you want to do something quick, something fast. So we have a team dedicated to that. And if you hit continue, it's going to ask you a few questions like, hey, what's your look and feel? How do you like stuff? So Rita and her team, they're going to come up with something that you're going to like. And she is a fantastic person at that. And well, she handles that. Skip this. This is probably what I would do if I'm at GreenGeeks for the first time. This is if you want to set up your stuff yourself. If you want to go with cPanel route, if you want to do everything from scratch, and you want to do the geeky stuff, well, we have that for you as well. So it's fine. For now, we're going to do start new website. So as you can see here, we can just do WordPress, or we can do WordPress and WooCommerce. Okay, so for this webinar purposes, I'm going to go with both. I am going to go with WordPress and WooCommerce. So I'm going to hit the continue button over here, and it's going to tell me that my SSL configuration is good to go, which again, if you don't have it, you should go to security over here and go to SSL certificates. And if you don't have one, you're just going to add a new one, and you're going to follow this wizard over here. You're going to select your hosting plan, you're going to select your domain, and you're going to go and do that. I suggest this time, definitely do this before setting up your store, because that way you are good to go and you don't need to handle all the nitty-gritty details. So I'm going to go to hosting again, and I'm going to go to manage, and I am going to wait a little bit, and I'm going to start the wizard. I'm going to do a new website, and I am going to do should I do WordPress and should I do WooCommerce? That's a good question. I'm going to do WordPress this time. Well, just so you know, both will get you the same result, but I think if I do WooCommerce, I am not going to get the wizard that you get when you activate the plugin. So I am going to build my net as big as possible. So if you do this, it's going to skip the wizard, the WooCommerce wizard. So I'm going to go this route. All right. So I'm going to go this route, but you can also select this. It's fine. I want you guys to see the wizard in case you are coming from different hosting providers and whatnot. But this one will definitely do the job as well. So we're going to go with this one, right? We're going to go with this one. And again, we were already here. It's going to say, yes, everything's cool. My domain, my SSL is good to go. And I could pick a theme. These are the themes that we currently have available at GreenGeeks. So without getting too without getting too picky about it, I am going to go with this one. I'm going to go with Astra this time. And you can select your plugins. Again, I still have WooCommerce available here. I'm going to skip the forms for now. I don't want the forms for now. And I don't want multi-website. You could add Elementor if this is something that you're interested in. But for now, I am not interested in. One thing you do get installed, which it's also one of the reasons why we're such a great company. We work with this LS Cache plugin. It makes your site blazing fast. So I definitely recommend this plugin. We discussed this plugin in the speed webinar we had last year. So go ahead and take your time to configure that once you're done. So once you do that, it's going to create your website, and we are going to wait a little bit here. It's going to do that. I sincerely hope to God I deleted my previous website, because it's going to overwrite everything you had. So if you are a GreenGeeks customer, be careful with this, because if you had something, it's going to wipe out everything. It's going to overwrite it. So I'm getting an error here, and I think the reason is because I already had something installed. So, but it's fine. It's fine. So if I go over here and do like this, it's going to tell me yes. So I already have it installed. So what I'm going to do now, so you guys can see it in action, is I am going to delete everything. All right. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to delete what I had because I already had stuff installed. So that's part of the reasons why it's telling me, hey, I don't like this. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to remove the installation. So I'm going to hit OK. And I'm going to do that again. Okay, so I'm going to return to overview. I'm going to go to cPanel. I'm just going to make sure that I don't have any databases. I don't. And that my file manager is empty. Let's see over here. I'm just checking. So I have this. Okay, it's cool. Let me delete this just in case. You know what? I'm just going to leave it there. So I should be good to go. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do the same thing. I am going to manage. I am going to launch a quick wizard. I'm going to, no, I want to start a new website. I'm going to go like this. Oh, I said, well, it's fine. Like that. Let me go back for a sec. Go back because I want to do WordPress only. Go back. And I'm going to go with cadence this time. Like this, I'm going to leave it like that, and I'm going to create my website. Okay, and we are deploying website. And okay, here we go. So that was it. I forgot to delete it. So I am going to save this. We even have this stuff. So your password is created. I'm going to post this over here, and I am going to put it like this because I want to keep it for future references. So it's as easy as that. So now everything is it's good to go. You can go to your WP dashboard like this. I'm going to go. And just like that, my site is installed. It's really, really easy feature. It's something that I'm really, really proud of our team because, you know, it's a lot of work. So now to install, I have a fresh install. And now I'm going to install, as I said, I disabled WooCommerce. So I'm going to add it. I'm going to go to plugins and I'm going to add it new. Well, I didn't select it. I'm sorry. So if I hit store over here, I'm sure WooCommerce is going to come up first. And it does. So as you can see, 5+ million installations, tons of reviews, last updated yesterday. So this is a plugin that it's definitely updated and it's kept, you know, on it's ongoing. So the reason I decided to do it like this and not the other, it's because once I do this, it's going to launch a wizard for me. Okay, so I'm going to hit the activate button. And we're good to go. So this is the reason why I wanted to do this. So you are going to get an address like where is your store located? Where's the store located? So I forgot my address. I need an address in the US since I'm not in the US. Well, I'm gonna have to copy this from a customer that I have over here. So I'm gonna go all the way down here. I forgot. So let's do Minnesota. So let's say hypothetically my store is gonna be in Minnesota, in the town of Brooklyn Park. Okay, like this. I'm just gonna copy that. Country, region, United States. Do note that United States, when you select the option, it's going to ask you what state you're going to be in. So city, Brooklyn Park, and postal code, it's going to be this little guy over here. I'm setting up a store for a client. Again, if you're a developer, are you doing this? Yes or no? In my case, I'm not. It's going to be for me. WooCommerce is going to ask you if they want to, you know, track your stuff and to make the experience better. Yeah, sure. Why not? I want them to make better. So next up, it's going to ask you what industry are you in. So what are you selling? What are you going to sell? So in our scenario, I've decided to do wine because I'm a wine snob. I absolutely love wine. So my industry is going to be food and drink. So the store, my hypothetical store for this webinar is going to be, I am going to sell wines to people. I'm going to ship them. People are going to be able to add reviews and they're going to do stuff like view it and whatnot. So they're going to be able to purchase bottles through my site. So my industry is definitely food and drink. So I'm going to hit the continue. Next up, it's going to be what type of products will be listed. So in my scenario, it's going to be physical products since I'm selling wine bottles. But for your scenario, it could be downloads. So let's say PDF files, ebooks, coupons, you don't know. So as you can see here, now this is why I said money. Because if you want to roll like a subscription website, if you want to do that with automatic, with the creators of WooCommerce, you're going to have to pay $16.58 per month. If you want to manage a membership website, it's going to be this. If you want to book stuff, like let's say a travel agency where you can book, I don't know, like trips, packages and whatnot, it's going to be this. And, you know, you pretty much can see where this is going. So in my case, it's going to be physical products. So I'm going to hit the continue. How many products do you plan to display? So I want to sell, let's say from 100 to 1,000. Am I currently selling elsewhere? Again, this is something you fill. Mine is going to be no. Next up, it's going to suggest what add-ons do I want to install. Like, do I want my store to appear on Facebook? Do I want to have a MailChimp list, like subscriber list and whatnot? So again, these are the add-ons, and these are part of the reasons why it's so cool. So I'm going to say no, 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 and no. So I can install those later. But again, I just want to have control as to what I install. Last but not least, themes. I currently have the Cadence theme, which I installed using my GreenGeeks dashboard. I'm happy with that. WooCommerce by default has this theme called Storefront. This is their flagship theme. It's free, but as you can see, they also have themes that come with $79 a year. They got to make money somehow. So, you know, if you want to go that route, you can definitely go that route. We'll discuss themes briefly in a bit, but for now, I want to go with Cadence, which is the theme that I use. Next up is the Jetpack stuff. The reason why Jetpack is a cool stuff, it's because it has this little guy over here, the WooCommerce and shipping tax add-on. If you want to have that stuff good to go, if you want to have tax and shipping calculated for you, it's best to have that installed. It's free, so you can go ahead and do that, okay? It will be installed and activated for free. So I'm going to hit the yes, please. And I'm just going to wait and let WooCommerce do my magic. So as you can see, with two setup wizards, our GreenGeeks one and this one, you are good to go and your store is up and running. I mean, it's as easy as, well, it's not, well, there's a few things we need to do still, but it's really, really easy to do that. So now I'm going to get redirected to WordPress.com because I'm going to need that for Jetpack. So as you can see, I already have an account. This is who I am on WordPress.com. So I'm going to hit the approve so that they can access my stuff and try again by clicking. If it doesn't work, let's try again. Oh, try again. That's weird, but it's fine. So once we're done, it's going to open this and we are inside the WooCommerce dashboard. So this is going to pop up like it's like a small wizard, like where you can find stuff, and you're just going to hit OK. If you want to read it, go ahead, but I'm good to go. And now this is my WooCommerce dashboard. It's going to give you my stats. Of course, I haven't sold anything and I haven't added any products and I haven't set up any payments or any tax. Okay, the shipping is good to go, store details is good to go. So now I need to do that. Okay, so it's I think that's it as far as installing it. So we're gonna go with the options over here. Oh, sorry, we're gonna go with the options over here, and we are going to go first of all with payments. So I haven't set up any payments. So if you hit the payments, you can go with Stripe. Stripe is one of the most popular payment solutions out there. They have like this partnership with WooCommerce, and it's really, really that easy. If you're in the United States, it's as simple as that. If you're in Costa Rica, it's not as simple because it's a lot of fees and it's difficult. So we're gonna set things up. So I'm gonna set up cash on delivery because this allows me to complete the checkout process in my whatchamacallit, in my store, And direct bank transfer, no. I'm going to hit no. And I'm going to hit this, which I think it's not going to work because I don't have a Stripe account. You probably not. You would definitely going to need a Stripe account. If you hit the connect, it's going to open a wizard. It's going to open that and sign in with the Stripe to connect. So you're going to have to use yours. In my case, I don't have one because I don't sell anything online, but you're going to have to set yours up, and you're going to have to put your username and password and authenticate in order to do that. So we're going to skip that for now. And I'm going to go back, and it's the same thing with PayPal. If you set up PayPal, it's going to connect to your PayPal account. You're going to have to use your PayPal username and password. So I'm not going to do that again because I'm not going to sell anything, but it's just the wizard of going, hitting next, and your username and password, and you're good to go. So this is why I set up cash on delivery so that we can actually see the checkout process. Okay, so next up, we're going to set up taxes. So that's why I did the Jetpack thing, because Jetpack and WooCommerce tax can automate your sales tax calculations for you. And of course, I'm going to say yes, please, because I don't want to do the taxes. I don't like taxes. So I'm going to hit the yes, please. And it's as simple as that. Okay, so now we are good to go. Let's hit the personalized store, create a custom homepage. Okay, we can import products, by the way. You can do that, but to do that, I am going to go to media first. I did my homework this time, and hold on. Let me go back here. I did my homework this time, and where's my Finder? Here we go. And let me see if I can drag this over here. Let's go to text edit. Okay, it's fine. Now let me bulk select. Oh, add new, select files, and desktop, it's my wines. So I'm going to sell wines and I'm going to import them. Okay, so I'm going to add them. I needed to upload them first. So I'm just going to import 5 quick items over here. Okay, so I have my bottles ready. I have a CSV file ready over here. Let me open that. Let me go to Dropbox and let me go to desktop. And where is that? Let me open Excel. Excel, I already had that. And oh, here it is, book. I'm gonna double click this. So this file over here, it's something that you can do before you set your store up. So basically, these are the fields that WooCommerce is going to need to import these products. So let's zoom in on this a little bit. So type, it's going to be the type of product. I'm going to select simple. SKU, it's going to be the unique identifier for it. So what I'm going to do first, let's skip this for now. I'm going to go and I'm going to explain to you what the products are first so that you guys don't get confused. So if I go to products, or I go to WooCommerce, actually, I'm going to go to WooCommerce first. I'm going to go to WooCommerce, and WooCommerce is going to tell me over here that I haven't added any products, right? So I'm going to go ahead and add a product. So I'm going to add them manually, okay? So if you go to this is the same as going to products and adding new. So this should look very familiar to you. This is basically, this is basically your WordPress editor, but with a bunch of stuff added. So first of all, we're going to put the product name. What is the name of our product? So in this case, it's going to be, I'm going to put a bottle of wine here. I'm going to put Angelica Zapata Malbec. No, I'm just going to do it like this. Okay, so this is a wine that I enjoy. I'm going to download the image, which I haven't done it for this particular product. So let's say I'm interested in this one, right? Copy image location. No, let's do this. Copy image location. So I'm going to use this. Okay, I'm going to drag this to my desktop, save image as, and I'm going to put it here, and I am going to save it as is. Okay. So once I do that, let me review it over here, and let me go to my desktop over here, Vinos, and I have it right here. So this is the image I want, right? So going back into our WordPress stuff. So I have the wine. This is the price for it in Argentinian pesos. Don't freak out. So if I go to here, I select Angelica Zapata. This is going to be the title of it. You can select your title as you wish. This is my long description. It is a fantastic wine named after the daughter of Nicolas Zapata. So Zapata is like the vineyard. It's one of the most popular vineyards in Argentina. I am a huge Catena Zapata vineyard fan. I'm a huge Catena Zapata vineyard fan. I think they make the best Argentinian wines. So Angelica Zapata is one of those wines. So this is a long description, because in here it's the short one. So this is just a shorter description of the wine. Okay. So over here, again, it's really easy. We now are going to go in here. So first of all, we need to define what our product data is going to be. So if we go over here and select this, it's going to have a few options: simple product, group product, external affiliate product, and variable product. Simple product is, as the name implies, it's just a product. It's a physical product that you have. It's just one product. It's an instance of a product. So in here, it's a bottle of wine. So you could argue that this is a group product. So a group product basically means it's a group of products that are similar, but they have some distinct differences. Like, for example, going into the video game option, or going into the wine option. So I'm putting here the name of the product, but I'm not putting the year or the grape. So should these products be grouped, or should they be different from each other? So in my opinion, they should be simple, but grouped basically means like bundled together. So if you look at the video game analogy, you have a PlayStation 4, you have a PlayStation 4 that is bundled with Metal Gear, you have a PlayStation that's bundled with Gran Turismo. So those are the same products, but they're grouped together. So that's basically what these options mean. External affiliate product it's an affiliate product, as the name implies, and variable product. That's really nice. I didn't find out what this was, but a simple product can also be a virtual or downloadable product. So the difference, I didn't know this at the test, but the difference is they look the same because they're both online, but the difference is this. The downloadable is something that you purchase, and then you go ahead and download. You get an access link to download that product. The virtual, on the other hand, is something that is not physical, but you don't download, such as a membership, like a service fee, something that you pay that is not tangible, but at the same time, it's not downloadable. So like a membership fee, like a service fee, or let's say you're a lawyer and you give a service. So this is a virtual product that you're actually selling. So yeah, that's basically what this means. So under that, once you have defined what type of product that you're selling, you can go ahead and select, what the price is going to be. So in my case, this is Argentinian pesos. So this roughly translates, man, I don't even know what the peso is right now. But in Costa Rica, basically, a Catena Zapata is basically around $60, which is a good, price for a bottle. So a sales price, do you want to have this item for sale? Yes. And if so, how long? From this date to this date. In my case, I don't want to have any sale. Make sure that you enter integers or floating numbers like this, and you don't add like a dollar sign like that. It's going to give you an error. Right now, since I'm in the US, I configured this to US dollars, but you can change that depending on where you are. Tax status, yes, it's taxable. Tax class, I would say standard. These tax classes are created for you when you install the shipping and tax add-on that came with Jetpack. So right now, I think it's good. This looks good. I'm going to go to inventory here. So the SKU, it's a stock keeping unit. It's a unique identifier. You can only have an SKU per simple product. You can't repeat that. So if you have that, if you manage that, you can add it with a previous project that I worked on. It was a lot of SKUs. So it's some people search for that. So they were emphatic about the fact that this needed to be added there. So going into my Excel sheet, let me see if I have something for Catena. Over here. Yeah. And I'm going to open this. I'm going to put this over here. Did I have something for Catena? I did. So I'm going to have cat like this. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do cat. And I am going to do NZS, and I'm going to put the year. Let's say it's 2017. So I'm going to do it like that. And do you want to manage stock? So do you know how many items are you going to have in stock? So this is good because sometimes you're going to run out of stock. And are you going to allow back orders? Back orders basically means that can I buy this item because I know it's coming? I'm going to get more items off of it. So do you allow it? Yes or no? I'm going to put yes. I'm going to put that I'm going to have 96 items in my stock, and my threshold is going to be 12. So whenever I am running out of this particular product, it's going to be when 12 or less bottles remaining, I'm going to get notified saying, hey, I need to stock up. So me as a business owner, I'm going to have to add or order more because I'm running out of options and people are downloading it, and you want to make more money. Sold individually is, as the name implies, you can only purchase one of these items per purchase, I think. So again, if you have something you want to limit how you want to do that, so go ahead and check this box. Shipping, the weight, it's going to be important. In this case, I'm using the metric system. By default, this is what gets added. So typically a bottle of wine with packaging, it's going to be 1.5 kilos. I think it's about 3 pounds. Length, it's going to be 8 centimeters by 8, and height is going to be, this is incorrect. Height is going to be 22. So 22 centimeters. And what shipping class? I don't have any shipping class set up, so I'm going to leave it like that. Link products, upsells. This is really a cool feature. Like, let's say you want to upsell something, as the name implies. So I have this bottle called Angelica Zapata, but there's also other similar. Like this is an upsell. So you have this, which is selling for more. So Gran Enemigo. So this is a box of the same vineyard of Angelica, of Catena Zapata, but now I am upselling this. I'm selling more. So do you want to upsell? Like, do you want to have a fancier bottle displayed here? Yes or no? So you put the products in here. In this case, it doesn't have anything because I don't have any products. And cross sells are products which you can promote in the cart based on the current product. So I would say similar products. So do you want to do that? Yes or no? Next up is the attributes. Attributes is important to me, especially since I'm selling wine, because what year is this bottle? So in wine, it's particularly important. Some years are better than others, harvesting wise. So grape wise, one year might be better than the other. So I may want to add a attribute called year. Okay, I definitely want to add that. And these are examples of attributes. I have it over here. You have it over here. Like, for example, this, what the rating is. How much is that rating in 2017, 2016, 2015? So you can see that, right? You can also have here, like, categories. What is this type of grape? What region? What is the percentage of alcohol? What Is it a full-bodied wine? Yes or no. It's medium. In this case, it's medium. And the sweet dry scale, is it dry? Is it transcendent or not? Style, food pairing, all those are attributes that I can go ahead and add them here. So in my case, I already added the year, but I am also going to add, did I add it? Wait, add attributes. I didn't add it. Year. So the year is going to be 2017. I'm going to save this attribute. And that's going to be it, because if I look at this, for example, here, the category is going to be, okay, I'm going to go over here, categories. I can add the category here, and I can just hit this. Angelica Zapata is going to be a Malbec, right? It's going to be a Malbec. And product tags, I'm going to leave that as is. So I'm going to use the product categories to define its grade. Okay, so I'm going to add that. All right, it's going to be a Malbec. And product image, I'm going to select it. I have this one over here. It's basically a product image. Is a fancy word for image, featured image, which you guys have seen on WordPress, on blog posts and whatnot. So product image is just another word for featured image. What is that featured image going to be? Okay, this over here, it has to do with the theme, with the Cadence theme I installed. In this case, I'm going to leave that as blank because it really doesn't, it's not going to show up for you because I selected this particular theme. Product gallery, as the name implies, and as you guys saw over here, do you want to have a gallery such as this? So if you add multiple pictures, it's going to show up, it's going to show a gallery. This is especially useful if you want to have different angles from the same product. In my case, I'm fine. I'm going to leave that as is. So I feel happy about that. Last but not least, advanced. Do I want to add a purchase note for the customer, to send that? So, hey, we hope you enjoy this bottle. Carefully selected. Okay, menu order, custom ordering position. I'm going to leave that as 0. Enable reviews. I think it's a really cool feature. Do you want people to review this? Yes or no, to review this wine. I think it's cool. I love when they review wines. I usually make my decisions based on what people review a particular wine. And yes, I actually also give reviews about a wine. So I'm a huge snob. Get more options. This is basically like a small advertising. Hey, do you want to get more add-ons? Yes or no. So if you hit the learn more, you're going to get redirected to a purchase page. It's basically extensions or add-ons that are built by Automatic. So it's just a fancy or subtle way of saying, hey, we want to sell you more stuff. So if you want to do that, go ahead and do it. So once I'm done, once I feel happy with it, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to publish this, right? So my product should be good to go now. Yeah, cool. So it has been added. One small note. Why am I? I don't know why it's telling me this, but okay. I'm going to go to pages. One small note: when WooCommerce installed the wizard, it created these pages for you. Like this is going to be the shop page. This is going to be your draft privacy policy page, which is a draft, by the way. Your account, checkout, and cart page. So if you go over here, if you go to your site, it's going to look bad because I forgot one more thing. I forgot to add my homepage. Homepage. Home is where the heart is. Buy my wine. Buy my wine. So I'm going to use this as my homepage. Going back, I'm going to add a cool Gutenberg block that is going to newest product. So I'm going to do this It's going to add the newest products. Of course, I've only added this. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to hit the publish, and I'm going to be okay. So what I'm basically doing is I'm adding a page that's going to act as my home page. And next up, I'm going to go to settings. I'm going to go to reading over here, and I'm going to select the home page that I just did as my home page. So I'm going to go. So now my store should look a little different. And if I go visit site, I go over here. So homepage, home is where the heart is, buy my wine. So now my store is good to go. So I have my product over here. It's in stock. I can view the image over here. I can see the additional information, which are the dimensions, what the year is, and reviews. You need to be logged in to do review. What the description is. This is my long description. And as you can see, this is pretty much the standard stuff that we've done already. I mean, we've done categories over here. If I click on Malbec, I'm going to see the entire list of Malbecs that I have available. So I can go ahead and add this to my cart, and I can view my cart over here, and I can now see, I can go to the checkout process. I'm going to update my cart, and I have free shipping available because I haven't set up my shipping zones yet. But if I change my address, and let's say California, and city, Los Angeles, and zip code this, I'm going to update. It's going to show up as 0. Yeah, it's going to show up as 0 because I haven't set up. The tax thing is the thing I'm worried about. I thought I had that set up, but we'll take a look at that. So right now I have this, and I'm going to put my billing is going to be Anna Gargioni, GreenGeeks. She lives in the United States. This is not her real address, by the way. And yeah, like this, like that. Her phone number, I don't know it by heart. And ship to a different address, let's say no. And this is why I selected cash on delivery, so I can complete the checkout process. Because since I didn't edit did a Stripe account or credit card e-commerce solution, I can't I can't set that up. So I'm going to place the order over here, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. And it's going to load a little bit, take a little bit, and it's going to tell me, hey, congrats, your order has been received. In this case, it's order 19. Everything's good. Everything was good. And we hope you enjoy this bottle. Carefully selected. That's the note I left for that particular product. And these are the things that Anna filled out. And now I have that ready on my GreenGeeks, on my WooCommerce store. So if I go over here, I should have the order ready here. But we're gonna get there in a bit. The products. Okay, hold on. If I go to WooCommerce, you have the product here. If you hit products, and let me go back. If you hit products over here, you should have the listing of all the products that you have available. Right now, I only have this one because that's the only product I added manually, but I can hit the import. And that's part of the reasons why I deviated a little and I explained the products first, is that so you guys can now read or understand this Excel sheet over here. So this Excel over here, it's defining the type of product. Let me zoom this in a little bit. So what type of product is it? Again, we went over virtual, downloadable, simple, grouped. So I'm saying simple, what the SKU is going to be. In this case, it's going to be a unique identifier for each, what the name of it is. So I have these 5 bottles that I have actually drank all of them in the last 6 months, I think. I'm not sure. So I have these bottles. These are bottles that I select, ones I love. Published, this is 1 or 0. Published means is it going to be available on the site? Is featured. WooCommerce has a thing called featured. You can actually handpick what products are going to be added in that is featured feature. So I'm saying no for now. Okay, is it going to be visible in my store? Yes or no? I'm going to say visible. What is the short description of it? So Protos Reserva is an elegant wine, complex with a strong character that will definitely leave a mark on anyone that tasted it. And that is absolutely true, by the way. It's a fantastic wine. So description, this is a longer one since it's opening 2009. I think Protos is one of the best Ribera del Duero's wine. Again, up to debate. Weight, I'm leaving this with numbers only. this is the standard weight and dimensions a wine bottle has. So I'm putting that. Am I allowing customer reviews? I'm putting 1 for yes. What the price is going to be. So these are the prices. As you can see, this is the most expensive one, Gran Enemigo, Galtaray. It's a great blend, it's a Bordeaux blend made of Cabernet Franc from Argentina. So the images, I uploaded the images first. So you can add the images over here and you can put them comma separated. So you can add the whole URL. In this case, I'm going to replace that with, I don't know the exact URL. Let me copy this. So I want this is the part I'm interested in, right? So my Excel sheet, since I didn't know, I didn't have installed. I'm going to do it like that. So like that, like that, like that, and like that, and like that. So these are the images that I uploaded previously, but now I'm mapping them inside this Excel sheet. Like I said, if you select multiple here and you separate them by comma, so you do like this, like this, like say for example this, and then you go ahead and do, I don't know, 2. So what this is going to do is this is going to create a gallery for you. So you can do that, definitely do that. So this is useful if you have a lot of products and you don't want to be manually adding them one by one. So once I'm ready, I'm going to hit the save. But now I got to save this as, wait, I'm not so good with Excel. I think it's command, there we go. I'm going to hit the CSV over here and I'm going to hit the wines. And this is a comma delimited stuff, yes. So now I am ready to go to my product import over here and I'm going to select a CSV file. This only takes CSV or TXT file. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to Dropbox and wines. I'm going to go over here. You can update existing products if you wish. In my case, I'm leaving this blank since I don't have any products. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the continue. So now the next thing is going to be the column mapping. Since I did my homework right, I already mapped these things properly. So WooCommerce is going to install that. So what are all these options? These options, you can get them if you search, for example, I think it's map CSV WooCommerce. If you do a search like that, all right, there you go. WooCommerce map CSV fields the product. So if you Google that, it's going to go into the WooCommerce documentation and it's going to open that, create your CSV. And what you're looking for, it's this, it's the product CSV import schema. That's what you're interested in. So if you click on that, it's going to open a GitHub link and these are the columns, what they map to. So as you can see, it's a lot of them. I'm leaving most of them out, but again, you can definitely play around with this because you can define your taxes, the class, if it's in stock, how much quantity do you have, low stock amount. So if you do that and you work with your Excel sheet, you're going to be able, when you import it, you're going to be able to map that to your products. But in my case, it's really that simple because I didn't do a lot. So height, yeah, allow customer reviews, regular price. I have this twice. That's odd. Let me see why. Huh. Oh, yeah, because I have it twice, right? So I am going to, well, I already did that, but it's fine. Images, so yeah, okay, so run the importer. I'm going to hit OK, and I am going to wait and see. Hopefully no errors, no errors. So import complete, 4 products imported. Hey, I want to see why one failed. Oh, I made a mistake with the image. It's fine. I'm going to leave it as like that. I made a small mistake. As you can see, my wines are good to go. And if I go over here and I go to my shop page, where are you? Well, I have to edit this menu because my shop isn't there. Now you can see my fantastic wines and you're good to go. By the way, I recommend them all. And this is the best would be this one. And yeah, that's how you import products, and you are good to go. So if you have a lot of products and you have a lot to work on, you can do this in a few simple steps, and that is that. Now going back into our WooCommerce stuff, I have everything set up except my store. We are going to create a homepage. Let's see what happens if I do that. I'm using Cadence. Now, I discussed this previously. Well, we said that we were going to, discuss in depth as far as themes are concerned. But again, I think, and the more I thought about this, the more I can't steer away from recommending something. There are tons of themes out there that are WooCommerce ready. So what you're looking for, first of all, is first you need to ask or review the documentation if your theme is WooCommerce compatible. That's up to the developer to know if it is or isn't. So make sure that you find out if the theme is WooCommerce compatible or not. The second thing I would look for is the theme obviously responsive. Is the theme visually, not visually good looking, but feature wise? If I click on checkout, what happens? It doesn't look properly. Does it behave okay? Is this the way I wanted it to look? Yes or no? So think about the features, okay? View the theme, a demo of it, and make sure that, functionality wise, it checks out. Like you can actually use the site, you can actually use the demo and it looks good. Because if you are using a theme that's visually pleasing, but you come to use it and it's going to be cumbersome for you, well, imagine your customers, so it's not going to work. So make sure that the feature wise, the user experience of it is rich. You can always demo a theme before you actually purchase it. So that would be my second recommendation. And the third recommendation is make sure you give a quick glance or read at the reviews of it. What do people think about it? What do people have to say about that particular theme? As far as WooCommerce is concerned, ask the developer what features does it have for WooCommerce. They could have added their own custom add-ons for it as well. So ask that question also. Do you have any other custom add-ons available to you, added to this theme? Also, if the theme is made on a builder or not, a page builder or not. In my particular case, it is not. The Cadence theme, it is not, but I could add a builder to it. Do I want to work with a builder? Yes or no? Is my theme ready, or is it going to work with a builder? And last but not least, give a quick glance over the documentation of it, to see how it works, how it behaves, what the known issues are. So with theming, it's a really, really, really complex thing. So I would say those are the recommendations I can give out of the box for you to have a pleasant experience. So now I need to add a logo. Let me see, wine logo. I'm not gonna get to wine logo triple. Triple. Yeah, wine logo triple. Dribble is a fantastic place that I actually use for wine inspiration. Like for example, I don't know. Oh, this one looks beautiful. It has the house and the two bottles together. I think it's really, really greatly executed. So I'm gonna go with this. And save it. Save image as logo. Okay. And now that I'm good to go, I am going to close this, close this, close this, close this, leave this open, and I'm going to upload my logo file. So I'm going to go to desktop, Venus. Oh my God, I knew this was going to happen. Let me go back into my wines because it didn't save properly. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay. And let's Let's do a small screenshot like this. So now I am ready, and I'm going to select the file. I'm going to go desktop over here, and I'm going to select this guy over here. So yes, this is going to be my logo. Looks good. Yeah, proceed. We are open for business, for your business. And so now I've finished setting things up. I've finished my store. So I go over here, and it has this little cute logo. Welcome to a store. We're open. Go shopping. Shop by categories. I have Malbec. I have this newest products that I have in. I can go to my shopping stuff, and there you go. I have my state-of-the-art wine store. And I wish we could talk about wines, but now we need to move forward. So that's pretty much the entire setup that I have, except for the e-commerce stuff and the tax stuff, which we're going to look into in a bit. So now we're going to go ahead and review orders. So if I go over here, I can see Anna's order. Again, this is a custom post type called shop order. So if I go and click on this, I can see her order, and I can add notes. I can alter the order. I can edit pretty much anything I can think of. Okay, 2 items are ready to be fulfilled. Create shipping label. And if I click on this, please select the package. So just enter. Okay, you select. Okay. Please select the package. Select package type. And yeah, box. This is going to be 10, 10, and 30 centimeters. I am selecting the package, the box. Okay, and please select the package. Total weight. Use these packages. Okay, cool. Shipping rates. Address not found. Yeah, I can't find address. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't find this address. So that's because I entered the fake address, so it can't calculate the shipping for me. I'm going to need to have some actual addresses here. I wish I asked address. Well, actually, I didn't. Otherwise, all of you would know. So I have the order details here that they created. I can modify this. I can put the statics. Let's say pending payment because Anna hasn't paid me. So I can update this order and say, Anna, hey, you need to pay me. Where's my money? And let's see, a fake address generate. Okay, fake address. Okay, US address generate. Well, the thing is, I wanted to, let's leave it like that. I just wanted to show you guys the shipping stuff, but I need to enter an actual address over here. So as you can see, you can pretty much edit your order over here, and you can do anything you can think of before you actually ship that item to your customer. You have some custom fields over here. You can add, metadata to it should you have the need to do so. In my situation, I don't need it, so that's fine for me. So that's pretty much what orders look like. If I go over here and see it, again, I have it as pending payment. So these are my orders, right? If I go to customers over here, right now, I should see myself only. Yes, I should see myself only. I entered Anna's name, but I was logged in via WordPress, so it's going to use my account, and it's going to think I am the actual customer. If I wanted to do this as an actual customer, I could have gone like this, GreenGeeks, like this. And for example, let's say I wanted to buy this one. I'm going to add it to cart, and I am going to go to checkout. Where can I go? I'll view cart over here. And let's Anoka. What is the Anoka zip code? Okay, so So Anuka, zip, update. Okay, so if I go, now I have the tax ready because I actually entered the valid tax. So now I have the tax ready. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna put Erika this time. Erika Barbosa. GreenGeeks. Anuka. Let's put the address here. I'm gonna put Cutter's Lane. Cutter's Lane. 10. Anoka phone 555 like this, and now like this. Barbosa. Okay, so I'm gonna pay with cash. I'm gonna place the order again, and once I do that, my order is gonna be good to go. But the reason I'm doing this again is because I want you guys to see that now I have a customer ready. I've created an account with them. I think so. So if I go over here and I check on this, let me refresh. And now I have Erika Barbosa. She doesn't have a username yet, and the reason for that is that you can have guests check place orders or not. In this case, Erika is a guest, so she doesn't have a username assigned to it. So you're gonna have to make the business decision if you want to allow guests to make purchases or not. Personally, I don't like it a lot. I prefer if they were customers. So it's up to you if you want to do that, yes or no. You can download the data if you want. It's going to go grab it into Excel sheet, and that's good to go. If I go to orders over here, I can still see it. And if I go and click on it, let me see if the shipping stuff is working this time. Create shipping label. Please select the valid package. Address not found, of course. Yeah, you selected address. Okay, yeah, I'm having an issue with address, so I'm going to select the box over here. Use these packages, and the shipping rates. I think it's not going to work because I did not do it properly. Yeah, correct. No, it's okay. So that's it for customers. You know, that's how it works. You can view your customers here. You can have the search criteria. Do you want to view a single customer? Do you want to filter this? What fields do you want it to display? Yes or no. So this is going to roll all your customers out. It's useful if you want to download this stuff and get it ready for MailChimp and just mass mail your customers with a offer or whatnot. Next up is coupons. As the name implies, do I want to set up a coupon? Yes or no? Coupons are basically discounts. So I want to create my first coupon, and I want to go ahead and do that and add a new coupon. You can generate codes on the spot if you want to do that. But in my case, I'm going to create wine 5 off. I'm going to do it like this. Get 5% off. Get 5% off on all orders. So you're going to do like that. And now we're going to define the data, the coupon data that we want. Do we want it to be a percentage, fixed cart discount, or fixed product discount? In my case, I want a percentage discount, and I want to enter the amount. It's going to be 5. Make sure you put that and you don't put percentage 5 because it's not going to work. Or like this, I think it's not going to work. But just make sure it's going to be 5. Allow free shipping. If you wanted this to allow free shipping or not. When does it expire? I'm going to put it for Saturday. And do you want it restricted? Yes or no? Is there a minimum that people should spend or not? Is there a maximum? Can I use this only with once? Like, can I use it with other coupons? Yes or no? And do I want to exclude it on items that are on sale? If you saw previously, if you go to products, you can add a sale price to your products if you want to, but in my case, I'm setting no. Do I want to limit this to certain products? Do I want to exclude products? Do I want to handle different categories? Like, let's say, hey, I want to do a 5% discount on all my bags. In my case, it's no. Do I want to exclude them? And do I want to allow or disallow certain emails or not? As far as usage limit is concerned, do I want this to be unlimited, yes or no? Or do I want this coupon to be used only twice? In my case, it's unlimited. Do I want to limit the usage to X amount of items? Yes or no? And the user as well. Do I want to limit this per user? Yes or no? In my case, it's no. I'm pretty hands-on. It's just a 5% normal coupon. So I'm going to do it like that, and it's going to create the coupon for me. So to see it in action, when you go ahead and go to the store over here. So let's say I want to buy now this one, this Chilean one. This is a Bordeaux blend. It's a really it's a fantastic wine. By the way, they have two versions. This one in the premium, it obviously has to do with the terroir and the exclusivity of the grapes. And now I go ahead here and put this coupon, and I get a 5% off. So I get $3 off, and now my tax is going to be this. And again, I can go ahead and check things out. So coupons are a great tool if you want to get more stuff going into your WooCommerce site. The next thing that I want you guys to look at is reports. And I really need to kick it into gear a little bit because we're running out of time. Reports are, as the name implies, it's a bird's eye view of what you're selling, what your products are, your coupons used, what is happening with your store. So in this case, my Gran Enemigo is my best seller in the last 7 days, and I can check pretty much by category. I can check by category. I can check my coupons by date. I can check the customer downloads. So this is all the stuff that I need to know in order to successfully know what's happening in my store. Again, how many signups did I receive? I have guest checkout enabled, so I have no signups. Again, this is a business decision that you need to do. This is a customer list. In this case, it's empty because I already had, and Erica did not sign up as a customer. Stock, as the name implies, I can see what my stock is. If I have products that are on low stock, yes or no. If I have out of stock, and what the most stock products are going to be, which probably is going to be this one, because this is the only one I actually entered the value. So again, for the products that I imported in the Excel sheet, I didn't put a stock value. I should have. And again, you can refer to the schema over here in order to know. If I put the stock, in stock, you put the one, and you put the managed stock, like the quantity that you want to do, and you put the threshold of what the low stock amount is going to be. But the reports allows me to view that. Taxes, I don't know who would want to look into this, but I guess to cry how much I paid in taxes. Well, in Costa Rica, you do cry when you see the taxes that you pay because it gets you nowhere, and you see the shipping labels of I don't know what this one is, to be honest with you. So that's for reports. Settings, it's important that we went over this because these are the settings that I filled in when I was using the wizard. So this is my store address, this is the city where I'm selling, this is the zip code I'm in, state, where am I selling to? So I didn't specify that. So I'm going to sell to specific countries. I just want to do the United States. So I'm going to enter this over here. So now I'm going to effectively disallow shipping overseas. Okay. So shipping locations, ship to specific countries only. I want to do United States only. And I'm going to do like that. And default customer location, shop-based address. So what is my location of the store? So it's this address I entered over here. Enable tax rates and calculations. Will be calculated during checkout. Do I want this? Yes or no. Enable the use of coupon codes. Do I want to enable coupon codes? Calculate coupon discounts sequentially. Yes. Yeah. Do I want this to do sequentially? Yes or no. My currency. So we have dollar, but in Costa Rica, I could have used the Costa Rican colon. Currency position left, right. I mean, it depends on where you are in the world. 1,000 separated, decimal separated, number of decimals. So I'm going to hit save, and now my stores have been saved. So general, as far as products are concerned, my inventory, my shop page. This is created for me when I did the wizard. I'm specifying what my shop page is. In this case, I want it to be as is. Add to cart behavior. Basically, what this means is this. When I hit this button over here, do I get this spinning wheel view cart thing option or not? If I deselect this and save, it's going to behave differently. It's basically, it's going to be the way the web used to be. It's like this. So now I'm going to be redirected and it's going to tell me that it has been added to my cart. So for user experience, I would say Ajax it's a nicer thing. It's a smoother experience. And do I want to redirect after successful addition? It's up to you. Placeholder image. This basically means what the ID is should I not import a product image. You can find the ID by going to media, and you click on, let's say, this guy over here. Well, in this case, it's selecting this. So if you see item equals 5, this 5 is exactly this 5. So I am specifying that this image is my placeholder image should I not have one. Again, metric system, you want to use the metric system or you want to use the imperial system, you can change that over here. Enable product reviews. This is a global setting. On which I enable reviews, yes or no. Product ratings, do I want to rate the product with stars? Yes or no. You toggle that over here. Inventory, I thought I'd see that. Okay. Inventory, enable stock management. Yes, this is on a global setting. Here, this holds stock for unpaid order for X amount of minutes. So if I purchase this, take it out of the stocks for X amount of minutes, and when that limit is reached, the pending order will be automatically canceled. So do I want to get notifications when I'm low in stock and out of stock? You definitely want to do that. If you do, what is the email address? This is the email address I had set up for GreenGeeks when I signed up, and this is my WordPress default one. Low stock threshold. This is the global settings. You can change all of these things on a product by product basis. And out of stock threshold and out of stock visibility. Do I want to show yes or no items in my shop when they're out of stock? Okay. Okay, and you hit the save changes and you're good to go. Taxes. Oh, I forgot the downloadable products. Wait a minute. Downloadable products will be. Do I want to force downloads? Yes or no? So basically what this means is when I click on the link, do I want to automatically force a download, or do I want to prompt the user to download that stuff? Downloads, do they require a login? Or in other words, do I require an account? Grant access to downloadable products after payment. As the name implies, do I want this? Yes or no? And append a unique string to a file name for security. This is important because let's say you have a file that you're selling, and if you have a customer who purchased that file and he say, oh, I want to give this to my friends all over the world, he just needs to give the address without the unique string. Unique string will automatically limit this to a certain amount of downloads, so it's enhanced security for you to do that. Okay, so I'm going to leave the page. Taxes. I already set the taxing zones. I enable automated taxes. This is powered by WooCommerce. This is why I installed the Jetpack. I wanted to set and forget taxes, but you can do it manually if you want. You can do it manually, but in my case, it's enabled. If I do it enabled, I can't toggle these rates over here. Okay, as you can see, there's nothing I can change. So again, doing the shipping stuff will allow you to the Jetpack will allow you to set and forget these things. The standard rates, again, I'm not much of an accountant, so there's standard rates, there's reduced rate, there's zero rate rates. So again, I don't want to get into the nitty-gritty details of the taxing stuff, but here you can set what the taxing rates are going to be depending on your zip code. So if you want to, I don't know in the US if there's a zip code that has a reduced rates or not. Again, this is legislation that I definitely don't want to touch for now, but here are the settings on which you set that. Shipping, Again, WooCommerce shipping, free shipping. So this is a whole, now let me wait for this. So I set up the box over here, and the shipping options, or I haven't set up the shipping zones. I kind of didn't do that, and I thought I was going to do that, but I always get a huge mess inside my head. So United States free shipping. What shipping do I offer for locations not covered on your zone? So I would say if again you toggle with this, and let's say flat rate, and select regions like this, add shipping method, flat rate, okay, like this. And now you're gonna do how much is it going to cost? Let's say, I don't know, $20, $30. So it's going to do like that. And yeah, it's enabled. Stay on page, flat rate, add shipping method. No, it's like this. I can't save the changes. I don't know why. So again, here's where you configure your shipping options. I'm sorry, I'm not much of a shipping expert. United States and free shipping. Okay, flat rate. I want to add a shipping method called flat rate. And I'm going to edit this, and I'm going to put $20 over here. I think that's the way it is. But I can't see if this changed. Save this. Okay. Shipping options. Okay. Okay, shipping zones. And let me delete this. Okay. Okay, let me delete this. So let me see if I go over here. I always make a huge salad inside my head when it comes to shipping and taxes. It's because I'm not good at that stuff. So let me do this over here. Let me toggle this. Let me view the cart. Here you go. Okay, so yeah, free shipping and flat rate. So if you go over here, and this is the zones, this is the shipping zones for the United States, and I'm specifying the shipping methods for each. Now, if you want to do this for FedEx, or you want to do it for USPS, or you want to do it for UPS, you're going to have to add a add-on for that. That's going to calculate that for you. In my situation, in my particular case, I don't have that enabled, and you have the shipping options over here, on which you can enable the shipping calculator on the cart page. It's a really cool feature that when I enter this, I change the address, it's going to calculate the shipping for me, so depending on what I have selected. Okay, shipping destination, default to customer shipping address or billing. I think billing is what I set usually, and for shipping to the customer billing address. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. What are my shipping classes? Okay, shipping classes can be used to group products of or similar type, and can be used by some shipping methods. I mean, again, I'm not really a good expert when it comes to shipping stuff. So the shipping, WooCommerce shipping, I think this is what has been added, that you can define what the box is. Yeah, because this is what I actually did for packaging is concerned. So what type of packaging do I have for different products? Okay, so I really need to expedite this because we're running out of time. So payments is where you configure your payments, where you toggle payments that you have available or not. In this case, Stripe offers all of these, and you can set them up and you can toggle them, and then you go ahead and set them up. Again, you're going to need a Stripe account with them, and that's going to talk directly to your bank. For my particular project, I used PayTrace, which was the last one I worked on. And yeah, I mean, here you configure anything that you need as far as your e-commerce is concerned. You can rearrange them if you want them to appear in a different order when it comes to your checkout. I obviously, cash on delivery is something that you need to assess whether you want to do that or not. So yeah, that's really it for payments. So the accounts and privacy, again, as the name implies, do I want allow customers to place orders without an account? So this is where what I said, where Erica was able to make an order, she didn't have an account. So I want to disable that. Allow customers to log in an existing account during checkout. Again, pretty self-explanatory. Allow customers to create an account during checkout. Do I want this option to available? Yes or no? So when creating account, automatically generate account username for the customer based on the email address, surname, and email. I think this is the best combination when it comes to user experience, which is disallow this and just create an account for them automatically when they do that. So they generate a password, they generate an account based on their email, surname, and name. Without getting too technical on the legal side of things, how do you want to remove data out of people that request specifically or explicitly, I want to be removed from your site? Different legislations for different countries, but this is the way WordPress allows that to do that for you, or WooCommerce. Does it allow it? Yes or no? In my case, in Costa Rica, it's non-existing, the laws, but I know in the United States and Europe, it's a little bit more strict about it. So allow personal data to be removed in bulk from orders. And the privacy policy page. What is your privacy policy page when it comes to selling stuff online? Remember, you're going to sell stuff, so you're going to have a privacy policy. You're going to have to specifically state what are you going to do with that data. If you are serious about selling stuff, I suggest that you contact a lawyer that specifies in privacy protection, in order to assess you what a good privacy policy page should be, because you are grabbing customers' email, numbers, name, credit cards. So what are you doing with that data? You need to explicitly state that in a privacy policy page. I know this is getting a little bit hot, the debate around that, especially in the United States and Europe. So make sure that you have a privacy policy in place for both registration when it comes to creating an account and for checking out. Personal data retention. How do you want to delete data that has been inactive, pending orders for X amount of days? Yes or no? I mean, that's up to you. Some people want to do that, others do not. I definitely do not. But in here, you can set that and you can automatically retain that for X amount of days. Emails. These are automated responses. You can toggle them, or you can disable them. You can manage them. I'm sorry. Where you get notified when a new order is created. Who gets notified? In this case, I am getting notified. If you hit the manage button, you will see it's pretty basic stuff. Am I going to enable, disable this, and who the recipient is going to be? You can separate this by a comma. What is the subject going to look like? It has these little curly braces. They're called mustache. And if you click on this plus icon over here, you have the variables or the things that you can actually use should you want to edit your I'm sorry, your subject. It's same for the email heading, new order, number, blah. Additional content, what the email type is going to be. Is it going to be plain text or HTML? HTML basically allows you to, add HTML like colors, images, and stuff like that. And text is just plain old text. I don't know about now, since I'm not an email expert, but back in the day, text emails were getting a much better spam rating or preference over HTML emails. So again, these are all the situations on which you are going to need. There's going to be an automated email going to be sent. Like, for example, if the order's on hold, the customer is going to get it. Customer will get it. But if you want to get a copy of that, you can just go ahead and do that. And I don't know, like, for example, add one of your co-workers over here. Well, I'm afraid you can't. So only the customer will get it. So the template, this is something I forgot. You can overwrite the template. This comes with a WooCommerce template, which has these colors. You can change that over here, and that's pretty much it. ID, if you want to have an image URL, you want to have an image header to your email, yes or no. The from name, you can edit that, address, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. Integration, without getting too advanced on the topic. This has to do with geolocation, which I'm definitely going to skip. But the advanced stuff has to do with programming. In case we have fellow geeks over here, you can specify, first of all, you can specify what the pages are going to be for each instance. Remember, on the pages we added, WooCommerce added that. The terms and conditions haven't not been added yet because that was a draft page. You need to publish that before you do that. As you can see over here, when you go and it says draft, it's because WordPress doesn't fill that out for you. If you click on it, you're going to see a draft. But again, this is like a placeholder. This is not something that is guaranteed to cover you legally when it comes to privacy policy. So again, it's up to you. For secure checkout, you definitely want to have this option. For secure checkout, like don't allow HTTP to work during checkout. So you definitely want to have that. The endpoints have to do with the REST API. Without getting too technical, you can fetch data from site A to B using something called the REST API, which is over here, but we are not going to cover that. So again, this is a little bit too geeky. This has to do with hooks. You can create your own hooks with WooCommerce. And again, I'm not going to touch that. It's the same with REST API. But the last thing I wanted to address was the status thing. In case something is wrong, in case something is not working, you definitely want to take a look at that. As you can see with GreenGeeks, we're all green. So everything's good. Everything checks out. It means that, WooCommerce hasn't encountered any errors. Everything looks okay. As far as WooCommerce is concerned, there is one red one, which is the security. I don't know why your store is not using HTTPS, but I'll have to investigate that a little bit better. And the terms and conditions, the page is not set. So it's giving me these flags about things that I should really address, which I will, especially this one. I don't know why it's saying it's not secure since I see the lock over here. And I don't understand why it's doing that, but I will have to investigate that. Okay, that's it for WooCommerce panel and its options. And the last thing I want you guys to look at is the marketing side of it. Again, this is like an analytics thing for those who know or Google Analytics. It's something really similar. How much have I sold? What my products are? What my top categories are? So it's like the reports, but a little bit on steroids because I can do it on a week-to-date basis, previous periods. I can compare stuff and I can make business decisions with it. It's really important that you guys give this a look because as you start selling stuff, you're going to see what your best products are going to be, what your best days are, best hours, best categories. You don't know. So these reports, the analytics reports, it's something you shouldn't overlook because it's going to allow you to make business decisions moving your store forward, because hopefully you sell a lot, you make a lot of money, and you're going to say, hey, I want to see what's working and what isn't. So make sure that you always take a look with this, how it's working. Okay. The marketing side of it is, I'm not going to discuss that because it's a lot of add-on stuff, but I think that's it as far as WooCommerce is concerned. The last thing I wanted, we already discussed products. We discussed the analytics data. The last few things I wanted to discuss was the themes. Already brought this point up, but make sure that your theme is WooCommerce compatible. Make sure that the user experience is good, that it allows me to check out flawlessly, that I can see the products, that I can actually view the products in okay manner. And also, and I forgot about this, like I can work with more than just categories and tags. We discussed this in previous webinars, but you can do this with a plugin if you want. If I go with plugins over here and I hit the add new, I'm going to hit the taxonomy. I'm going to do like this. I think I did it in the beginning. Custom post, no. Custom post UI, simple, related post, list widget. No. Custom post type. Here we go. It's this one. So custom post type UI. I'm not using it for for the custom post, but I'm actually using it for the taxonomies, because this way I'm going to enrich my experience. If I want to add and edit taxonomies over here, if I take a look, if I think about wines, and if I go back over here, I already have the grape, but for example, I could do something called region. I could do something called region, regions, and region, and I'm going to limit this to products over here, and I'm going to leave this all as blank, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, I'm going to leave this as blank. We already went through this. The one I'm really interested in is this one, hierarchical, true. Remember the parent-child relationship. The regions, I definitely want to have a parent-to-child relationship, because I can discuss, for example, Tuscany, but I can discuss perhaps Chianti. I can discuss perhaps this region, and that region. So again, it's something that I want to do. So I'm going to add that taxonomy. I'm going to add that to products. And now if I go with products over here, I have regions. I have regions. And if I go with product, let's say my favorite one, Protos. I have Protos over here. Now I can specify the regions. I'm going to remove this and I'm going to update this. Protos is from Spain, from Ribera del Duero, so it's a Tempranillo grape. And I'm going to put this. I'm using my categories as my grapes. I could have added a custom taxonomy called grapes if I wanted to, but I'm fine with that. So I'm going to add a new region called Spain and add it like that. And now I'm going to add a sub-region called Ribera del Duero. And my parent region is going to be Spain. So now this is an effective way of start filtering my content, because if I go over here and I go to like that, and I go here, I have this Ribera del Duero wine, and I click on it. Now I should have category Tempranillo. See, this is an unfortunate thing, because I can't see this custom taxonomy that I created. So again, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to do this, because I wanted, how does your theme behave with this kind of things? Does it allow me to put that stuff, yes or no? Because I went all this effort to add this with this plugin, but my theme doesn't allow me to do that. So my advice to grow your store is know your variables before, like know what your categories, your custom taxonomies are going to be, like your custom tags, all that stuff. And does my theme allow me to view this, yes or no? So it's really important that you do that, because I went all this effort to do that. And imagine if I had paid money and now I can't do that. Now I'm going to need to find a developer or do it myself. So how does that behave? And the same can be said about meta boxes, because metadata, because some data can be put as categories and some data can be put as metadata. So how does it work? Track your users. It's really important. And I'm going to talk about add-ons here. Make sure you have an add-on on which you can track your users. The most known one by far is Google Analytics. It allows you to track what your users do inside your site. Where are they going? Are they going to a particular wine and are they leaving? Or are they going to the wine store? Where, how are your users behaving? It's really important. I know we're busy, and I know we got other stuff to do, but as a business owner, as an online business owner, you need to know where your customers are going. I mean, this is true even for us as GreenGeeks. I mean, we added these features like to allow one-click installs, because we are watching customer behaviors and we're making business decisions based on that. And this is something that you guys need to do as well. So make sure you track your users, make sure where are they dropping and why. Work on your SEO. Don't forget, we had a previous webinar on that. If you have an online store, make sure your URLs are looking great. Make sure you have the plugins for your, for your products. Make sure that's all, great, because users are going to come to your store and you need to have your SEO good to go. Fourth is another add-on, recover lost carts. Right now, there's no way for you to know who goes to the checkout page and leaves. You don't know that. So make sure that you invest maybe money in recover lost carts, because it's people who are about to make a purchase and they left for a reason that you don't know. So it's important for you to visualize this and understand what's happening, because as Socrates used to say, the only thing I know is that I know nothing. So you don't know that your customers are leaving. You can't see it, and it's a really big thing if you think about it. So you need to know where they're going, and you need to recover some of them. The fifth item I wanted to discuss is email lists. Make sure that you have email lists. You have a valid add-on that can handle customer, preferably segmented. Like you can segment that data. For example, in my wine store, let's say I am buying a lot of Spanish wines. So you know that customers you have that are on the Spanish side of things, you're going to send them Spanish offers, because that's what keeps the ball rolling. Because if I get I don't know, like a notice saying, hey, we got a new Ribera del Duero wine, it's worth this much, I'm going to be like, what? So I'm going to go and check it out, and I'm going to buy it, because as a wine enthusiast, that's my behavior. I want to see what's going on. And I usually get notices like that on my inbox about stores here in Costa Rica that I like. And when I see something that's good, I immediately buy. So make sure you use that. Drop shipping is something that's really interested. It was suggested to us by a customer. I could give a webinar about that, about drop shipping. So drop shipping basically means, you're selling stuff, but you don't actually have the products per se. So you are like say working with AliExpress or Amazon. So customers buy that stuff, and you just handle the logistics of shipping that stuff to them through that third-party site. They asked what plugins I recommended and whatnot. I've particularly not worked in a drop shipping project, but it's something we can definitely do in the future. But this is something I'm just saying that in case you want to work with other vendors on top of your store. Like let's say in my wine situation, I partnered up with a wine store in Costa Rica, and I'm drop shipping their stuff through my site. So this is definitely something that you can do with using WooCommerce. And, it's just a matter of getting the appropriate plugin that allows you to drop ship stuff, through your store. The seventh item, the extensions. Take a good look at them. Make sure that, you add them carefully, do your homework before you add them. As you can see, I added the taxonomies before I actually made a purchase decision with my themes. The same can be said about extensions. Make sure that everything works before you actually make the purchase. Otherwise, you're creating a problem but trying to solve another problem. So you have to do some homework before you actually go into that. And with that, I think we're done. That was that. I really want to thank all of you for this first webinar, and I think I'm ready for the questions.
Hey, Marco, there's a few in the chat and a few in Q&A.
Okay. Let me get back. Chat. I'm going to do Q&A first. The first question. Whoa, I can't see anything. Okay. The first question is asked by Barb Ferris. I really like WooCommerce, but I have difficulty convincing people to use it. They want Shopify. Any ideas as to, that's a good question. Shopify, which is the better platform? That's a good question. I would say, man, that is a good question. So I would say make the recommendation on the things that I previously said, right? Like let's make the recommendation on the budget, the initial cost of starting a fully functional e-commerce store. How much is that worth? So how much are you going to need? Like the hosting, the licenses, the add-ons, all that stuff, make sure that you, pitch that, like say, hey, using WooCommerce is much cheaper than using Shopify. The ease of use. So if you've used both, And this I will refer to the WordPress stuff, because if you've used both Shopify versus WooCommerce, which one is easier to use? So you pitch that with the customer saying, hey, listen, I know you want to use Shopify, but WooCommerce is far more easier for you as a business owner because it offers this, it offers that, and you're going to do less amount of work with it or not. The payment methods, I would also find out how do they tack on against each other. Does it have support for multiple payment methods like PayPal, Stripe, or other merchant processors that the customer is going to need? The integrations, like are you going to need third-party services, yes or no, with it? So when you start making those questions and you start seeing the differences between the one or the other, you're going to have a clearer picture, because I mean, Shopify, the basic plan starts at $29 a month, whereas WooCommerce, if you really want to lower it, like tackle it down, it starts like $3, which is what we charge for hosting, because WooCommerce is absolutely free. But the basic site for Shopify is $29. And then you have the one for $79. And again, it limits the amount of options that it has. So again, do you want to go cheap, or you want to go with paying yes or more? So again, Shopify also, in my opinion, it can be similar to the Wix analogy. It's like this golden cage on which you can do pretty much anything you can want with it. But if you want to do something on your own that's out of the scope of what Shopify has to offer, then you are in a bind. You're in a problem, and then you're going to say, oh, now I have all this money and time invested, and it's going to be harder and harder for you to get out. That's the ease of use. It's again, it's a very subject answer for you to consider. Okay. Okay. Next question. Hi, how many products can be uploaded to the WooCommerce free version? I think it's unlimited. Jose Moya asked that. Like, how many products can be uploaded to the WooCommerce free version? As far as I'm concerned, there's not a limit to that. I might be, correct me if I'm wrong though. Okay. Next question would be Sarosh Nanavati. Can you load and use any WooCommerce on any WordPress theme? That's a good question as well. If you asked me this question 7 years ago, the answer would be no, you could not. But the way WordPress is evolving, the gap is closing more and more. And why do I say this? I say this because WooCommerce is doing a better job at closing that gap, at adding more functionality that is not theme dependent, that you can actually use the plugin and you can override it using your theme. And the second item, I think it's a bold game changer, is the Gutenberg stuff. So you can use any WordPress theme and just use the blocks that WooCommerce gives to you in order to customize using any theme that you want. So what I'm saying is, I wouldn't go 100% sure that you can use any theme out there, but the gap is closing more and more as time is progressing. Okay. Next question, Wilson Maldonado from Colombia. Hola. What about, I'm in Colombia, but I'm planning to sell on the USA. Well, you can sell on the USA. All I can tell you is I hope you have your tax stuff and your company stuff in order, so you don't get any issues as far as tax is concerned, as far as legal is concerned. But if you're in Colombia, yeah, you can definitely sell stuff in the US. I mean, it doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, I have a project that I would like to work on with coffee related, and I'm planning to sell that on the US as well, even though I'm in Costa Rica. Okay. Misael Campos, low inventory message can be sent to multiple emails. Oh, okay, cool. I did not know that. Thank you. I've been told that Shopify charges a percentage. Is that true? I don't know that actually. That's a good question. Let me find out. Uh, mm, Yeah, WooCommerce doesn't charge you a percentage fee of your transactions, and Shopify does. So again, going back to that question of pitching, it's you make more money with WooCommerce because you don't get a percentage fee on your transactions. I mean, you do get a percentage fee on your vendors, on your credit card vendors, because they make money, but not on top of that with Shopify. So yeah, and so Wilson Long, my last question was basically about the payment option. Oh no, payment option. All of them are going to add a percentage fee. So that's also another consideration when working with vendors. How much percentage are they going to charge? Like here in Costa Rica, it's really high, but in US, like Stripe and stuff like that, it's significantly lower. It's like I think it's 2 or 3% that they charge. So yeah, you want to check that out. Like say how much percentage do they charge? All right, so cool. More questions in the chat, right?
Yes, there's a few in the chat.
Okay, let me see. Anna is asking, hey, thank you for joining.
I think John, originally, I think when you were doing the setup of the
Can we accommodate? Okay, Raymond. I'm sorry. Okay, John, start new website is for people who don't have a website, right? Correct, Josh. That is correct. Who don't have anything. There's two options in that wizard that we built. You can start a new website and you can select the theme that we offer for you. Those free themes there. Or there's the third option where you want to build your own custom site using WordPress. What we do behind the scenes is we build a site using Elementor for you, and we mock up a quick design that you're going to review. You're going to say, hey, yes, I like it. You're going to fill out some questions, and we're going to do that for you. It's absolutely free, and you can get your site going in less than 3 days without you doing anything. So that's really a cool feature that we offer if you want to do that. Yeah. Raymond James Morley, can Woo accommodate payment for cryptocurrency now that it's hot? I hope all of you invested in that. Yes, I've read about it. Yes, they do. There are some plugins that allow you to do that. I can't give you the names right now, but they are definitely available. Okay, Sharon King is asking, will the recording be made available to attendees? Oh, I answered that. Yes. Thank you. I will have to run. Are you going to be around if we need your help with our online store? Yes, you can reach me at mberrocal@greengeeks.com. I'm going to leave my address like this. That's my address, and I send it to the panelists because I don't listen to to Anna's advice. Yes, you can send the request to this address. This is my personal GreenGeeks address. You can send that there, and you can ask me any questions that you want, and we'll get the ball rolling. And if there's anything that you need, yeah, if it's in with my reach, I will definitely do so.
I think there was one.
I skipped.
Yeah, it says, did I get it right? It was from Thomas.
Yeah, address. Yeah, no, he was like more saying like suggesting what to do. So okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's my email address, and make sure that if you have any suggestions. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. Don't spam me, please. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoy it, guys and gals, and I leave the floor to Anna and Eric.
Okay, I don't see any other question. You're always welcome to send us question anyways. You have my address as well. It's in every email, and Marco. And we will look forward to seeing you at the next webinar. We will get an email with that information as well. Marco was very great. Thank you.
Thank you, Marco. And I wish you got. Gracias. Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Anna. Marco.
Bye. Bye. Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye.
Bye.